What's up, guys? It's your girl Shirley, aka Slayer, and today I want to talk to you about how through struggle one breeds success. Now, what does that mean? Through struggle one breeds success. Like, what is that? Well, basically, it means that in order to become successful, you will struggle, okay? You're gonna go through things, and those things are only going to develop you into the person that you need to be in order to accomplish the goals that you have set. Okay, so, and also I just got my flyers in, which I'm going to show you guys. So stick around and I will show you what those look like. And we're going to talk about struggle. All right. We're going to talk about what I went through and probably what a lot of other people have gone through in life. Alright guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I will be making new content every week. Yeah guys, like, man, so many people think that, in order to be successful, or when someone is successful, that they did not go through anything in order to get there. Like, that is not how it works, man. Everyone that is successful, or at least that made their own success, went through some crazy traumatic experiences in their life. There is no way that someone that made or is a successful person did not go through anything. It just doesn't happen. Whether it could have been something that was like a life circumstance, or training in order to learn whatever it is that they're doing now in life. If they're singers, or if they dance, or if they're artists, businesswomen, businessman, whatever. You have to go through things. You have to learn. Me personally, I learned through experience. I learned hands-on. I did not go to school for my graphic and design business. It was everything that I learned was from hands-on experience or from looking up the information myself, whether it was Google, YouTube. There's so many ways to learn nowadays. There's really no excuse. There's just none, right? So people want to skip the struggle. You cannot skip the struggle and think that you're going to get to success. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. Okay, I'm still in the struggle. I've had my business for 4 years, going on 5 years, and I'm still struggling every day. For my dreams, I ended up basically losing everything, and I lost my apartment and had to live in my store that I had at the time. But I don't regret it at all, because of those circumstances and that experience, I figured out what I really wanted in life, and I went after it. And I'm still going. Some of the biggest names out there went through struggle, and they were actually rejected so many times. For example, J.K. Rowling was divorced and a single mother living off welfare, and had managed to write Harry Potter, becoming the first billionaire author. It took KFC 1,009 times before getting the chicken to taste right. Talk about persistence. Tyler Perry failed 6 times producing his play I Know I've Been Changed before he finally was recognized. Shania Twain had a violent past, and when her parents died, she raised her siblings, and once they were old enough, she finally had her music showcased. Okay, so I like to think of the analogy or comparing, people to clay, right? So you have clay, you have this ball of red or brown stuff, whatever. And, in order for that clay to be created to something beautiful, to be, whether it's a bowl or a plate or something, whatever, that clay has to go through things. It has to be hit and slapped and spun around, and in order to become something beautiful, it has to go through a physical development. So when people think about success, you have to understand success does not happen overnight. Anyone that is successful, it did not happen overnight. Okay, and if that is what you think success is, it's not. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but in order for somebody to achieve greatness, you have to go through that struggle. It's like the same as when you see an athlete. An athlete, in order to be the fastest runner, or in order to lift, 500 pounds or whatever it is that they're doing, they had to train, and it was painful. That's literal. It's a literal explanation of how struggle hurts. And when you're an athlete, you have to go through physical pain. Okay, now as far as everything else is concerned, whether you're an artist, or like I said, a dancer, a singer, whether you want to open up your own bakery, or be an owner of a business, whether you're doing MCA, you will go through struggle, but that struggle it will mold you into the person that you need to be. You know, you have to accept these things and welcome them. A lot of times, you know, you take things that happen to you and you have two ways of thinking about it. Either you can be negative or positive. There is no other way. Okay? And life is about 10% of life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. It's circumstantial. Everything is a circumstance. And if you have the right mindset, no matter what happens to you, if you're positive, you will get through it, because you have that positive mentality, and that you know that you can. You know that anything is possible. You know, if another person can, you know, do and create something and be successful, you can too. We're all human beings. We all have the same amount of potential. We all have that same amount of energy. Okay, so I just wanted to give that little spiel and show you guys that this is one of the designs that's actually for my clothing brand, Through Struggle One Breeds Success. And I truly, truly believe that. You know, it is our experiences that shape us. And it is because of those experiences, it will mold us into the people that we need to be. You know, you're not going to be able to do what you want tomorrow if you're that same person that you were the day before. It's not going to happen. You have to go through things, and you have to be able to accept them. You know, there's really no negative in life. There's really not. Either you learn or you win. You know, even people that hurt us, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean it was a negative, because they still taught you something. They either taught you, you know, who to be or who not to be, or what to do or what not to do. They were a lesson. You know, everyone is a lesson. Everything that you go through is a lesson. You have to be able to understand that, and you have to be able to realize that sometimes you have to remove yourself from certain circumstances, and that could very well be people. I've had to remove myself so many times from so many different circumstances, you know, whether it was people or whether it was the environment. I mean, I've been through a lot. I'm sure we all have, you know, but it's that mentality. It's, am I going to stay depressed about it? And am I going to let those things that happen to me define who I am? And, you know, am I going to blame other people? Am I going to blame myself? No, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use what I went through, and I'm going to use it towards the future. You know, I'm going to use the pain and the struggle, and it's just going to make me stronger. So now nothing can hurt me. Nothing, you know, because I've been there. We've been there, right? So you need to make sure that if you're going through anything, if you're going through a struggle, if somebody's hurt you, if you are holding on to the past, you need to let it go. Let it go, because it's only going to hold you back. You have to use that same energy that is holding you back to push you forward. You can use energy in two ways, right? You know, so I truly believe that through struggle you can breed success. It's the only way that you can really do it, you know, and especially when you're starting your own business. And this is kind of how I'm incorporating it with, you know, MCA, because MCA is a business, you know, and if you're going to be a part of any business, you have to have that mentality of, I'm going to go through things that I may not like, that will make me uncomfortable, but those things are going to make me grow. Okay, they're going to make you grow in ways that you would have never even believed, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to let anyone that's going through any kind of struggle, you know, that we are all struggling, and it's honestly the way that you think. It's your mindset. You have to change the way that you look at the world. You need to change your perception of the world, which is funny because I actually did a show that was called Change Your Perception, and it's all about, you know, circumstances do not matter. It's the way that you react to them, you know. So these are things that it can apply to anything in life, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, whether it's, you know, just changing your views on friends and family. It doesn't matter. You can apply this anywhere. All right. So I didn't want to make this too long. Wanted to just, you know, I find this as a way to kind of release my own struggles, you know, and I hope that this helps anyone that is listening. And just remember that, you know, life is what you make of it. So you can create your own reality, but you have to be able to understand that you are the only one that can create your reality. No one else can do that for you. And it's the way that you think. It's the way that you use this. All right. So, and before I'm done, I wanted to show you guys, here's the flyer. I have it right here. I was actually out passing these out around today because it was rather warm. It's January, but it's about 70 degrees. I don't know, this weather's temperamental. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I felt like it was something that, like I said, I struggle daily, and I try to be a better person than what I was yesterday. So I hope this helped you. If you don't know about MCA and you are interested, there's going to be a link in the description below, and comment. I would love to hear from you guys. What are some of the struggles that you go through? What are some of the strategies that you use in order to cope with the struggle that you're going through? I would love to hear input. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to link with me, I'm going to leave a link to my Instagram, to my Facebook, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I always forget which it's that way. It's that way. Because see, when I'm looking at the camera, it's actually, I'm pointing this way, but it's really, just go ahead. All right. So through struggle, one breeds success. Don't forget that. All right, guys, take care.